To Jesse Dollemore from Weaver, Genesee of Roseman, California. The West Coast, opposite end of your insane asylum called Washington, D.C. Yeah, trying to make an interesting case concerning about Donald Trump trying to reverse Biden's pardons because of the auto pen and whatever he's doing. With all you independents out there, sometimes your research sucks. Maybe Majority Report gets more of the research because they're actually doing some of it, but they don't like to educate. They just like to bellyache about people, like everybody in the independents bellyaching left and right. When you're going to be giving some information concerning about a court case, give them some more juicy tidbits about it. Educate the public, or are you not able to do that? I mean, surely as a former congressperson who served in the House of Insanity, or shall I say the House of Circuits, and prior to that, did your military stint. Now, somewhere in there had to be some kind of intelligent quotients in there to follow orders, to understand orders, not to mention understanding laws. Somewhere in there, did you actually understood Political Science 101? And if there were court cases somewhere in there, did you actually help describing to people what you were talking about? And when you were doing your shows in the beginning, did you actually talk about some of the court cases you're going to be raising up? When you were talking about the pardon of Commonwealth of Pennsylvania versus Holloway, I found something on CaseMine.com, the application of 28 USC Section 1443 in state criminal prosecutions. You didn't tell them it was state or federal. Commentary on Commonwealth of Pennsylvania versus Holloway. Of course, there's also a redacted version of something out there on PAC Courts USA. Supreme Court of Pennsylvania Eastern District, number 14 EM 2015. Of course, that's a different thing altogether concerning about Terrence Williams versus the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, but it's still interesting reading at this point over here. And that what you hear in the background is my dog having more power than Donald Trump does. 1 second. Being a college student, we're supposed to research everything and anything. Since we have numerous reports to write for various classes, from the science to judicial, political science, literature, historical, we have different types of essays to write that would match up that particular topic we're dealing with. She must be obeyed. More power than Donald Trump. Behold, the power greater than Trump and all the Trumplicants in the world. When she speaks, I listen. She who must be obeyed. The power of an elderly lady and a dog. 16, 17 years. Old, blind, fussy. Never try being a caregiver one of these 3 days. It'll drive you nuts too. And if she don't get enough attention, well, she's demanding more in the old Trump bag. Or, I'm sorry, trash bag. I don't call him Trump bag. I call him trash bag because that's all he is waste. Wasting that skin carcass of his. Malfeasance. Alright, Mutt. What? The mama's leaves. And once she hits the bedroom, she's going to be hollering for my ass. On my channel, I deal with this on a constant basis. Getting back to the court case. Now, according to what has been posted, this is the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania, which you never bothered to mention in the first place. And I'm pulling this under the University of Pennsylvania Law Review. This is regarding the case of Commonwealth of Pennsylvania versus James Buchanan Cross, actually Commonwealth of Pennsylvania XRL, related to James Buchanan Cross versus John S. Holloway, Warden of the Eastern Penitentiary. The source was the American Law Registry, 1852 through 1891, Volume 11, Number 8, New Series, Volume 2, June 1863, pages from 474 through 488, published by the University of Pennsylvania Law Review. Stable Utilization Review is the jstor.org. Shall we continue? JSTOR, otherwise known as JSTOR, is a non-profit service that helps scholars, research, and students discover, use, and build upon a wide range of content in a trusted digital archive. We use information technology and tools to increase productivity and facilitate new forms of scholarship. And this is what we students use for research. And this is what I pulled up as a PDF file, 16 pages worth of this damn thing. So it is called the Commonwealth of Holloway. And there are sections in here concerning about it. I mean, it is over 470 more pages on this thing. But I only asked about the pardon of it. So basically, the court case has a great deal of pages on this one. More than 488. But the section you're talking about is in here. If I'm not mistaken, this is between you had one version of it. I'm looking at the other version of it. It's under 487, I think. 487 through 488, what we're talking about. Actually, 488. .487. At least you want me to start reading the whole thing for you. I'll send you the link. That way, you're able to take a look at it, and I'll just send it over to your channel there. Post it in the comments. Far less easier. You've already got over 1,286 or more. You're reading about this and talking about it. But nobody ever does their research on this thing. Nobody. Kind of sucks. When you're doing cases like this and you're doing the quotes, can you actually show them where you're getting the information from? At least once, or maybe twice, to demonstrate you actually are doing research, you know how to do the research, and you're just not treating the people as complete idiots. I mean, there are college students out there who actually watch this show and probably find it fascinating or probably gross, because you are laughing like crazy, like a hyena at this point. And yeah, you are trying to make fun of everybody, just like everybody else I keep seeing on the independent channels. Good Lord, no wonder people don't like you much. But you do have a lot of followers to watch you. I don't know if it's for the comedy or for the idiocy. I hope it's for the comedy and not for the idiocy. We'll keep in touch. And if you want to leave me any snarky remarks, hey, my page is always open.